What's good, Black Star Podcast? This is your boy Jarrett, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about you need to find a online job fast. Now, let me address something first. To all you motherfuckers talking about dusty, you looking dusty and all this shit, I get it. But what you don't say is, what I'm saying is not right, not valid. Now, for you guys that actually out there just calling people dusty and not actually listening to the message, y'all need to fucking shut the hell up. Because y'all are the reason why this shit goes on. So, to that, I'm gonna just leave that as it is because I have nothing further to really say about it. I've already addressed you clowns in the first place, and you clowns still want to fucking go out there fucking me, quote unquote, looking dusty. So, when you decide to get a life and actually fucking listen, please come back. But until then, I'm gonna keep blocking you clowns because you clowns need to go to fuck somewhere else and you shut the fuck up. But anywho, you need to find an online job fast. Now, this goes for people that are in the lower echelon, the lower tier workers, like fast food workers, workhouse workers, workers in that source. You have to find a new job quick because think about it like this. How much are you struggling with your cost of living right now? How much are you struggling with the cost of gas right now? How much are you struggling with the cost of food? If you're just getting paid $20 an hour, you need to find a job fast. Because from the way it's looking, and from what an economist starts talking about, the cost of living is going to get even more expensive. Gas is going to get even more expensive. They're talking about by the end of August, it's going to hit $9 a gallon. No, not $9, $6 a gallon. So you're going to have to start looking for alternatives to the gas crisis. Now, there's also a lot of things fueling this too. Democrats, when Biden got in, they started they talked about decreasing the amount of gasoline produced. Now that there's a larger supply and demand, there's no longer the supply and demand. It's causing the prices to go up. So what you have is you have people needing gas and they're willing to pay these outrageous prices. Look at California. What is the national average? What is California's gas prices? Let's see. California. Who? Okay, so California's. Let me see. $6 and got shit. Okay, so Sonoma County, 661. Humbug, Humbug. I don't even know how to fucking say that. Wait a minute. What's Sacramento? Hold up. What's Sacramento? Sacramento 642. YOLO 640. Where's LA County? Hold up. Where's Orange County? San Diego 635. Riverside 632. LA shit 645. Ventura 641. Santa Barbara 635. San Luis 663. Shit. Boy, see, they're talking about the national. They're talking about California's gas prices is going to end up being at being at $7 to $8 by the end of the summer. So around August. Right now, current regular is around 643. Last week it was 634. Last month 687. No, 587. Last year it was 422. Now that's about a 35% increase, I believe. 35% increase. You can't tell me. Good God, I would hate to have a diesel right now. Fucking Orange County for right now, diesel is 690. Oakland 704. What the fuck? 709. Nampa 714. Hold up. What? Hold up. What's it? Long Beach? What the? This is. I blame the Democrats for this because that pipeline. I get it. The pipeline wouldn't have been good, but the problem is you are screwing over the entire nation. You're talking about people, but a lot of people are starting to reconsider the jobs that they have. A lot of people are starting to go to online work. They're trying to find online jobs, trying to see if they can continue to work from home, especially if they're not, if they're office workers. They're trying to see if they can stay at home and work. Because let's think about it. They can't afford the gas prices. If you're getting paid $20 an hour, if you're getting paid $20 an hour, your gas cost is gonna override how much you make within a couple of months. I recently, last week, when I filled up my car, it took me $60 to fill up my car. $60.50. I'm guessing this week it's gonna be around 70, and I have a crossover. I wasn't even paying that much when I had my truck. I'd hate to have a pickup truck right now, let alone a diesel pickup truck. I'm looking at them, but I can't afford. I couldn't afford the fuel. So now that you're having the gas issue, you have the supply chain is still crippled. So this Russia-Ukraine war has caused a lot of companies to pull out of Ukraine and Russia. Meaning they're gonna have to ship all their development and all of their inventory and building to different countries. That means that it's gonna cost them more. It's gonna cost them a little bit more to produce what they're originally producing. So now that you have that going on, you got to figure out how the supply chain is going to move. So that's an issue. The U.S. ports are still backed up. The U.S. ports are still backed up. You have ships still in the docks, waiting to be docked and waiting to be unloaded. So you have that, and then there's a lack of truckers. So there's a lack of truckers to actually transport the goods to different locations. So with the lack of truckers, with a lot of people retiring from the trucking industry, a lot of people died last year or the year before last. So you have that going on, and then the price of diesel. So, and here's another thing. Truckers are starting to talk about parking their trucks because the price of diesel is so much. They won't make a buck. They won't make anything off of trucking. So there's a need for truckers, but the fuel costs too much to transport. So what are these people going to do? They're going to start looking for jobs that can support their cost of living, and it's quite sad to see because truckers truckers basically supply the entire country. So without the truckers, you won't get the gas, you won't get the supply chains back up, and you won't get the ports, the parts that we need for or the inventory that we need from the ports. So all this is due to what is going on in the White House. No, well, not the White House. I should say Department of Revenue. We cannot afford to continue this course. A lot of people want to go back to work, but there's also a lot of people not willing to work. So the workforce is starting to become divided, with people wanting to go back to work, but they can't because of the gas price, and people not wanting to work because the pay is not good. I don't know. I don't see how this can how we can continue this. I just can't because everything is getting a lot worse. Everything's getting a lot worse. So what can we do? We don't have the technology to fully implement electric vehicles. We don't have the supply to implement any of these electric vehicles. We don't even have the infrastructure to provide electricity to these vehicles. So just think about it like this. If we had a surge of electric power vehicles, our infrastructure couldn't hold up to it. Our infrastructure is already at the max as it is. You have people coming over from other countries, and they're adding on to our taxed power grid. There's so much in this country that we need to fucking do. It makes no sense. So, guys, you're gonna have to either find a job online or go into a specific trade industry so that you can get paid. The money's out there. You're gonna have to find something. I wouldn't recommend trucking right now due to the high fuel prices, but if you have the money, do it. If you don't, I would say look into trying to get a job remote, and I would say try to go outside country to even be able to afford the cost of living. It's not gonna work no more. It's just not because you can't afford $70-$80 every 2 weeks to fill up your tank. You can't. And personally, every 2 weeks I have to fill up my tank because I drive about 30, 35 miles back and forth to work every day. So my car gets about 22, 23 miles to the gallon on a good day. 24 if I can even attempt to if I have it in eco mode. So you're gonna have to find a way to figure something out. It's not gonna be as easy as you think it is, but you have to because this economy right now is gonna kill you, and they're talking about it's gonna get worse. So whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to find another job. If you're comfortable at your job, so be it. But you can't afford. But if you're getting paid $20 an hour, you're not gonna be able to afford it. You're not gonna be able to afford the cost of living, the gas prices, and the price of fuel. I mean, the price of food. You're not gonna be able to afford it. So you're gonna have to do something. But do what you gotta do. And to my haters, do me a favor, fuck off. But anyways, guys, please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please support the podcast on Spotify.com. And I will see you guys on the flip side. And thank you guys for listening to this. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.